Hello, everybody. Good evening. How you doing today? It's me again, Russell Mills. October 10th on a Sunday. Want to just say hello. I hope everybody's blessed. Feel free to um, go online, check out my YouTube channel, click the thumbs up, whatever you got to do. Just I was looking online, and I was just like coming upon this gentleman that I saw. This is a black man is freed from prison. I don't know if you guys want to see it. I want to see. It doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't. This is a black man. Hold on. Okay. It says a black man was freed from prison after serving 44 years. This was, guys, what was his name? His name was Ronnie Long. Just want to just see this thing. It's not really. I can't, this computer. But basically, I wanted to just say this. I want to read this as CNN. This was, I guess, last year. I guess he was released from prison. It says, a black man was freed from North Carolina prison on Thursday after serving 44 years for a crime he maintained he didn't commit. It says, Ronnie Long, wearing a black three-piece suit, red tie, and a hat, walked out of prison, wailing his few belongings behind him. He raised his hands to the crowd and threw his arms around the loved one before addressing reporters. It's been a long road, Long said, but it's all over with. It's all over with now. Wearing a mask that said Free Ronnie Long, he credited his advocates and loved ones for preserving the long legal battle. This is Long, now 64, was accused of raping a white woman. And this is an all-white jury found him guilty of rape and burglary in 1976 and sentenced him to life in prison. So says life in prison. Says his conviction was vacated Thursday after the state of North Carolina filed a motion in federal court seeking to do so. So since Long was convicted, a trickle of post-trial disclosures has unearthly, troubling, and striking patterns of deliberate police suppression of material evidence. U.S. Fourth Circuit Court of Appeal Judge Stephanie Tracker wrote. This is that evidence, which included semen samples and fingerprints from the crime scene that did not match Long, was deliberately withheld by law enforcement, Thacker said in the filing. This is because of the deceit that occurred at trial. Ronnie and his counsel at the time didn't have the benefit of that evidence to present to the jury. So Long attorney Jamie Law, a law professor at Duke University and faculty advertiser for Duke Law Innocence Protect, told CNN. So he's been wrongly incarcerated for 44 years. Racial dynamics played a role. Says the withholding of evidence meant that Long was already facing an unfair trial, Law said, but the racial dynamic at the time also worked against him. Says Long was accused of raping a 54-year-old white woman in Concord, North Carolina on April 25th, 1976. She reported that the perpetrator attacked her in her home, assaulted her, and fled, according to the court filing. This is after 2 weeks later, officers asked her to come to the courtroom and observe people who were there for other cases, see if anyone resembled her assailant. The court filing said she ended up identifying Long, who was there on trespassing charges, according to filing. The trespassing charges ended up being dismissed. This was an old picture. I don't know if you can see it. No, you're not going to be able to see it because the light's underneath here. But yeah, says after maintaining his innocence for 44 years, Ronnie Long was finally be freed. Duke Law wrongful conviction clinic client said he's overwhelmed and looking forward to being home with his loved ones. Says the case was tried by an all-white jury. Every witness for the prosecution was white, while every witness for the defense was black, Law said. So the cards were heavily stacked against him, and a large part of that racial dynamic in North Carolina and the South, in particular Concord, North Carolina, in 1976, Law said. Says federal judges echoed that sentiment in the court filing. Says Mr. Long, a black man, was tried in a small town in the 1970s, North Carolina, by an all-white jury for the rape of a white widow of a prominent local business exec. Judge James Wine of the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeal wrote, "Civil rights leaders and local officials cheered Long's release, with North Carolina and NAACP President Reverend Anthony Spearman called it the epitome of injustice. It's no secret that I am elate that justice has finally decided the matter of Ronnie Long," he tweeted. Ronnie Long suffered 44 years of injustice. Charlotte man, Lyle said, "I can't imagine the strength he had and his loved ones needed to endure it." I'll just read this. This says, Long maintained his innocence and had been filing for freedom for years. Wednesday ruling does not declare Long innocence. It says the federal court left the question up to a lower court to decide. Though the charges have yet to be dismissed, Law said he's confident they will be. There's literally no evidence of Ronnie's responsibility for this crime, he said. In the meantime, Long is a free man. For the first meal out of prison, he told reporters he wanted the macaroni and cheese, beef ribs, a salad, and some lemonade. So since his release, Long has been enjoyed at finally being able to reunite with his loved ones, Law said, but weighing heavily on his mind is that his mother didn't live to see that day. It's been long. It has been her wish to see her son a free man. She died just 6 weeks before Long was released. Law said her last word is Ronnie home yet. To me, I'll say this. 44 years for serving a crime, that this man, didn't even do. That's crazy. For attacking a woman that's, was attacked, that was alive. Okay, and again, this is why I say, the justice system's never been on our side. So I get really annoyed when people say we're all the same. No, we're not. Okay, is this man going to get those years back? This was an article I saw. It was like CNN of the last year, and I'm just reading it right now. But I was reading it before I got online, and I was like, I was like, let me make a video about this because again, this is what the shit that I'm talking about. See, we people keep saying, oh, it's justice for all. No, it's not, bro. We don't get the same justice because our skin is brown. And again, like I keep telling folks, we don't have the same opportunities. People could say, oh, there's opportunities. Yes, there's opportunities for us to work. We have to work harder. That's what I try to tell us. There are opportunities for African people because there's plenty of black millionaires and black billionaires in the world in this country. So this is the best country to do anything. But what I'm saying to you, to the people, we have to work even harder. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we have to get educated even more. And it's like this man lost 44 years of his life, due to some woman lying, and it's just like, what do you say when you lost all those years that you could have been working, could have been thinking about retirement, and someone lied on your name? See, this is why I say I hate when people are falsely accused of rape like this. And this is why I made videos, because see, here's the thing. I'm going to say this to you women out there. It's like, are you going to say you're sorry? Oh, is this woman even still alive to say that she's sorry? Maybe she's not. You just falsely accused the man. If he didn't do it, they said his semen wasn't, in there. And you picked him out of a lineup from what it said. Okay. See, again, this is what I'm saying to the people over here. It's like, are you women gonna care? You know what I mean? That this man lost 44 years of his life. It's like, what are you gonna do at 60? You're done. You know what I'm saying? You're done. Like, no one's gonna hire you. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna hire you. It's not like you're gonna be like, oh man, I got, I'm gonna get this new job. And even if you do get hired, it's like, you know, you're not gonna be able to retire because you're not gonna have enough money to do that. So again, like I tell people all the time, I hate when women falsely accuse these men of shit that they shouldn't be being falsely accused of. It's like, here's my thing. If a man did it and you file a police report and all that other stuff, okay, and he goes to prison because he was aggressive, okay. But see, here's one thing you women have to understand. Stop being the aggressors. So for that man to be aggressive, because you guys like to poke, 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 poke all the time. And it's all right for a woman to poke and say, you're this, you're this, you're that. And for the man to walk away and not do anything and put his hands on you, it's all right for that. It's all right for to call him you ain't shit, just like they call us black men in the black community, a lot of black women, you ain't shit, nigga, like you ain't shit. So it's all right for you guys to falsely accuse us, disrespect us, you know what I'm saying, and say it's all right. And then you walk away from the situation saying, okay, I'm cool. There we go. So again, this is why I say I don't get this. You know what I mean? Like I keep telling men, the police, they're not for you. They're for women and children only because women can lie and say he did this, he did this. That policeman's gonna take that guy out of the house. See you later. Now he's getting locked up, fingerprinted, and he's going to court for. And then the judge might say, "Oh, you're going for X amount of years or months or whatever." And that woman just sits back and says, "Oh well, good. Now I got another man." Pathetic. But this is what you women like to do. You like to falsely accuse men of doing things, and oh, he hit me. He said this. Okay, then file a police report. Do what you have to do. If you women are so adamant about, you men ain't shit and this and that, then don't be with us. But some men are getting hip to the game now and saying, you know what, I'm cool. Let me analyze what this woman's mind is. Let me see where she's at before I even talk to her. Let me talk to her. So let me see what's up. Okay. Next thing you know, you find out how crazy this person is. You're like, I'm good. Bye. Have a good day. See, men need to wake up a little bit more and pay attention to the signs that women like to give. You don't want to hear, like I said, sob stories. Because women, they try to give us these sob stories. Oh, my father, my baby daddy, this, that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect, but nobody wants to hear a sob story. Nobody wants to hear someone's, oh, I had 3 kids, but you chose him. You was with him. He hit you, and you chose to stay. So whose fault is that? Yeah, it's both of y'all's fault for him doing it and for you staying. So, again, like I tell you, women, stop doing this. Look at what this man had to go through for 44 years. And you guys don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens to these men today. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So, men, I'm telling you this right now. Don't be a fool. Wake up. See the signs. Because there's a lot of women that will and I say this before I get off. You hear some mothers that say, oh, my son ain't going to be that way. My son's never going to ever hit a woman. He's never going to do this, or he's never ever going to get arrested. How do you know that? You as a parent, as a mother, need to understand that you don't know what girl he will get with down the road. And you don't know if she's going to be vindictive or not. Or you don't know if the mother or grandmother is going to be vindictive to teach that little girl to try to do something to a little boy to get him hung up. So if they get into a relationship down the road, oh, he hit me. Now, next thing you know, that boy is getting arrested and he didn't even do anything because you wanted to teach your daughter to be vindictive. And you can't make this shit up. Shit happens all the time. And it's like women don't say anything. Oh, well, this, crying and lying and doing all this other shit. It's like, okay. And you walk away from it. And that man, is being locked up in prison, hoping that he don't get raped by other men or beat up. Because that's what happens every day in the prison system. You're a fucking slave. And you're getting beat up and you're getting raped and you're getting, you know what I mean? You have all types of shit that goes on in there. And can't do nothing about it. And I could just imagine what this Ronnie Long guy had to go through in 44 years. I could imagine. I couldn't even imagine what he went through. So I'm going to say this and get off in a second. Women, stop falsely accusing men of doing things. Stop joking around. Like I've had girls say, oh, you raped me as a joke. I was like, don't say that. Because if I didn't do it, don't say it. Even as a joke. Because what if someone heard it? Now, what if they reported it and say, oh, I heard her say he raped her, and this and that. And you just don't know. Because unfortunately, we're in the land of America where everybody has a big mouth. Everybody can't keep their damn mouth shut. Okay, and that's why some of these women, do what they do to us men and start arguing with us and attacking us and aggravating us. Yes, us men have to understand we shouldn't be putting our hands on anybody, just as well as women shouldn't be putting their hands on men. It's a vice versa thing. It shouldn't be, because he did this or that. I hate fault. When I've heard so many stories, like we all have in this country, about men being falsely accused of rape and sexual assaults and all this other stuff and gun violence and the woman just says, oh well, there'd be some women that might wait, but not all. So I'm going to tell this to everybody, to your women, pay attention. Stop, trying to accuse people of doing things because you end up being like this man. And some people don't live to see 44 years. So thank God that he was able to be out. This was, I guess, last year. You know what I'm saying? Around the summertime, I guess. But be careful, guys. Be careful who you date. Be careful who you talk to, because again, there's a lot of vindictive women out there that are willing to screw you. And you mothers out there and grandmothers that are teaching your little girls how to be vindictive. You know what I'm saying? God is going to get you. Same as with the men teaching your boys how to be vindictive. God's going to get you because, again, there's only one God out there and people don't understand one God. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't care, that's fine. Karma's going to get you. And on Judgment Day, it's going to be a bitch for all of us if we don't repent and say, God, please, I'm sorry now, when you're in the flesh, before you die. You don't want to be on your deathbed saying, God, I'm sorry. No, you want to say, God, you're sorry while you're healthy. But feel free to check out my YouTube channels. My name's Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video is called Why Black People Settle for Less. Everybody take care. God bless. Bye.